the anti-Semitism comments that you referenced from the podium. The president made very clear. You said, though, that he has taken opportunities in the past. Just last week, though, right, he had the opportunities to deliver a message to the American people about anti-Semitism. He made very clear he was not anti-Semitic, and he was, in fact, insulted by that. But as far as a broader message to the American people, he declined to offer one. Is the president comfortable with his obligation as the leader of this country to deliver that kind of broad and forceful message to Americans? And if so, why didn't he do it sooner in the case of these attacks?
Well, I think the idea, Hallie, that he has, and I think there's a point at which he talked literally on election night about uniting this country and making sure that all Americans live together. And every time there's an instance, it's interesting. I mean, I get a question, is he going to denounce this one? Is he going to denounce this one? At some point, the question's asked and answered. He has stood very forcefully against...
That's what I'm asking, right?
What are you? I mean,
I'm asking is he's comfortable with his role as the person who needs to be delivering a broader message to Americans, not denouncing it, which he did
right, and
say.
I think that he is very comfortable and understands that as the leader of the free world, the president of this country, the commander-in-chief, that he has an awesome responsibility to make it very clear where we're going as a country and what our values are, and that he has spoken very forcefully that we don't stand for this kind of behavior, and words, and tolerance, that we are a country that should bring people together, and that we shouldn't tolerate people who are hating on individuals because of their gender or because of their religion or the color of their skin or a variety of other things, but that there's a point at which it's asked and answered. And I think the president has been very clear over and over again, you know, going back through the campaign, the transition now, that that's the kind of president that he wants to be. That's the kind of country that he wants to lead.
Comments that the president made today about anti-Semitism, in terms of the timing, obviously he was asked about it.
Right.
But they also came after his daughter, Ivanka, sent out that tweet. Has she counseled him? Was she one of the people saying it's important for you to forcefully announce this? Why today?
Think because the president was visiting the African American Museum, he wanted to make it very clear. I think it was very powerful that while there and while understanding the struggles of so many, and we talk about how, you know, one of the beauties of history is that we don't repeat itself. And I think that when you're at a museum like that and seeing the struggles that so many Americans faced and overcame, that you want to remind people that there is still issues that our country is grappling with, and that there is no place for that hate and for that language. And I think, you know, as I mentioned, it was a very powerful opportunity for him to say that and to make clear again what his opinions were. Sarah,
Why not doing it last week, Sean?
I'm sorry?
Regret not.
No, I think
the
the president was very clear. That was a very, I think, as I mentioned to Hallie, he has discussed this over and over again. I think there's a point to which his position is abundantly clear. His attempts and his desire and his rhetoric to unite the country has been expressed over and over again. Sarah.